was actually a picture of real raindrops on a plant. And if you notice that these raindrops are actually transparent or translucent, I would say more transparent. Transparent means that it's really completely see-through. Translucent means that it's somewhat see-through, but I can pretty much see the whole entire leaf up underneath these raindrops. But I want you to actually take a look at these raindrops, and I want you to look at the light and the shadow on these little circles. First of all, we see these little circles, and they can be all kinds of different shapes. I think today we're just going to do circles, but they can be all different kinds of shapes. Let's look at this one right here. I want you to notice that about half of that raindrop is shadow. Does everybody see that? And then we have some translucent or transparent part. We have white at the bottom of the raindrops. That's probably where the light is coming from, and it's hitting the raindrop. So we have light. And then I want everyone to look up underneath these raindrops. There is actually a shadow up underneath the raindrops. And there's actually highlights. If you look right here, you can actually see there is a highlight in the shadow of the raindrops. So when we're drawing these today, I wanted you to look at, these are some that someone's actually drawn. There's actually a shadow. You have white. And then we have a shadow where the white part is. We actually have shadow. We have a really bright reflection light in the dark part, kind of like the pupil of an eye. You know how we talk about that reflection light in the pupil? You're going to have a reflection in the dark shadow, and you're going to have a reflection in the dark shadow under the drop. If everyone can see that, that's pretty much the process on how to draw one. You're going to draw a circle, half of it shadow, about half of it white. We've got some, whatever it's on, it's going to show through. We have a very bright reflective light in the dark part and in the shadow. Also, these are the steps we're going to be doing today, although we're going to be using white chalk to actually draw out the circle. You're going to put a shadow. You are going to put a really bright part on the drop. You're going to add reflective lights in the dark part. You're going to draw a shadow. We're going to put the shadow right down there below the white, bright part, and then we're going to add a reflective light in the shadow as well. And I'll leave this up in case you need to see the process on how to draw the 3D realistic raindrop. All right, so with that being said, we are actually going to be creating a raindrop today on half a piece of paper. So we're going to be doing something that looks about like this. Okay. I have the camera closer because you're going to need to see. We're going to have to be pretty detailed today. So the very first thing you're going to do is you are going to put a big circle somewhere. However you want your composition, we want about 3 drops on our paper. So you're going to do a big white circle. We're not even going to pick up this black. That's the very last thing we're going to do because it's going to make a mess. Then you can go ahead, if you want to put it on its side, you can. If you actually want to put it on its feet, you actually can today too, because we are working with details. So with our smaller drops, you're probably going to have to put it on its feet. And we're going to go ahead and blend all this out. Okay. I'm going to do my white first because once I pick up that black, it's going to get a little messy. So I'm going to go about halfway. What I don't want to see is perfectly halfway drops. Nature doesn't behave that way. It's going to look weird if you have a perfectly straight across raindrop. Okay, you just want to make sure that one side is brighter. Because all of these drops are together and we've got the same light source, you want to actually do the same exact thing because you're going to have the same light source. So in other words, don't put your white up here and your dark down here if you're going to do your white here and your dark there. All right, so here's our messy part. What you're going to do is you're going to very carefully take your black and you're just going to do half, not even half. You're just going to put a little U up there at the top. And you're going to put a little U right here at the bottom of the drop. You're going to take your finger and you're going to start pulling that black down at the top of the drop, because remember we've got that dark shadow up at the top. We're going to pull it down. And if you feel like you're not getting enough, that's all right. Let's put a little more chalk down. And we're going to start pulling that down. I'm going to pull it down. It's very random, so that's okay if you've got a little bit darker places. But remember, we want to leave that translucent. We want to leave that color that's up underneath the drop show also. See how random that is? I don't have a perfectly, it's not perfect. All right. Now I'm going to take, instead of going back up the raindrop, I'm going to pull it down. But I'm going to make like a V, because this shadow is actually going to be a lot bigger in front of the drop. So I'm almost going to make like this little roundy V. All right. Now what I don't want is black up in where my white part is, because that's going to be really bright. So if you do that, you want to make sure you go back over that with a white. You want that really crisp and dark right down here at the bottom. Pull that shadow down. Now we really want this nice and crisp up at the top. So if you want to take your eraser and really clean it up around the top, you can do that, because we want these, we want it kind of perfectly round up at the top. Okay. Just kind of clean it up. All right. Now we're going to add our reflections. But we need a really, really bright reflection light. So you will actually use paint today. You're going to barely, barely, barely dip your brush. You're going to give yourself a reflection light up at the top. And because that's a pretty big droplet, I'm going to make it pretty big. And you're going to need one kind of curved at the bottom. Okay? You're going to do the same process with the other drops. Black curve at the top. Black curve at the bottom. You're going to pull that black down into the drop. A lot of detail today, boys and girls. Got to be really careful. This chalk is a mess. You're going to pull it down, and then I'm going to pull the shadow down. And remember, I'm going to pull it down kind of into a V. If I get a little bit of black up in there, that's okay. I'm going to cover it up with some white. Perfect. If you need to clean it up, get your eraser and just kind of clean it up a little bit. You will get your paintbrush. You're going to barely put white. We're going to put a reflection up at the top in the shadow, and we're going to put the reflection in the shadow at the bottom. Just a small little reflection light. And you're going to do this with however many drops you put on your paper today. Okay, if you need to use your sponge to wipe your fingers, you can do that. Your fingers, not your hands. I really like to use my sponge. If I feel like I'm getting too much black everywhere, I'm going to go ahead and wipe my fingers off. Okay. All right, so this is about what you should have. If you want to add some little very microscopic little drops where you're just going to see a reflection, you can do a little bit of reflections on there where you're just going to see reflections because they're really small. You can do that. All right, and you get to take these with you. All right, have fun.